Hey, everybody. We made it. We made it. We made it, y'all. This is day 21 for real of the 21-day greater challenge. So, y'all know it's really like day 22/21 because the first day we did not make a declaration. It should have kind of been day zero. But anyway, we made it. I am so grateful for those of you who have taken the journey with me, um, as well as for those of you who have kind of come in and out. I'm glad that you have arrived, even if it's not the same time that we're doing it. I pray that whenever you encounter this, whenever you come across this along your journey, that it is right what you need, the exact thing that you need right when you need it. Yep. So, y'all, um, I really encourage all of you to keep going. Yeah, it's the greater challenge. So, if there's anybody just jumping in, the greater challenge was all about thinking greater, speaking greater, and seeing greater. That thinking greater was just increasing our capacity, um, believing God for more, stretching our thinking. Speaking greater is just making sure that we were making positive declarations, guarding our words, being specific and intentional about what we said, because we know that we manifest what we speak. And then God told us that if we were faithful to do our part in the believing Him and in speaking the right thing, coming into agreement with Him, that He was going to um, accelerate. He was releasing acceleration, and that He was going to enlarge um, what we see. So I'm grateful. Go back, catch the old ones if you can, see what you missed, see what God said, because He has said a lot. I need to go back and watch them myself, because I know that this has blessed me. Like I told y'all, never would I ever have thought that I would be a different person in a matter of 3 weeks. You know how so many times there are devastating things that happen that change our lives and impact us in a way that we never thought possible. Well, I'm grateful, and I'm so grateful to say that this is something that God has used to impact my life in a way I can never go back, y'all. Like I can't. I can't. Um, like, how can a child go back in its mother's womb? How can the butterfly go back into a caterpillar? How can the bird go back into an egg? It just ain't gonna happen. Okay, so since I'm at you, I might as well make the best of it. Okay, no turning back. No turning back. Um, I am committing to continuing this journey since I see that this thing works for me. I see the results. Um, I don't plan to stop, and I encourage you all to continue as well. I want it to be a way of life. You know, we did the 21-day thing because that's how you create a habit. Well, I want this to become my life. I want it to be my lifestyle. So that's what I plan to do, and I hope you'll do the same. Just kind of recapping, during this time, God has really blown up the box that I had resigned myself to. Um, the thing that I thought was Marcy. Um, People, life, me, myself, had made myself believe that this other person was the real me, not knowing that some of them were absolute and utter lies. Some of it was partial truth or done in part. And then some things just I had restrictions on. Some of it had not manifested at all. I've learned some tough but unforgettable lessons during this time. And I decree that my life will never, ever, ever be the same. I found myself trying to find like a frame of reference, like to, I guess, describe what the last few weeks have been like. And it's like I keep coming up I keep being at a loss for how to explain it. The last few days have definitely been fascinating, to say the least. There were times when I felt like I was dying, times when I felt like I was just being born. And after seeing and connecting with so many images, like I told y'all on Sunday, um, I finally this morning found the words, like, because I told you I kept feeling like, what in the world? I kept seeing these images of like the seed in the ground, how it has to die to give way to the plant. The caterpillar has to, so to speak, die to become a butterfly. A fetus has to change the way that it is to become actually a baby in the world. Grapes had to be transformed for the wine to come, the olives for the oil, the clay for a new vessel. And I realized it. I told you sometimes it felt like I was dying, but y'all, I was dying to live. And this week has kind of been right in that birth canal, coming out of the cocoon. The plant, I guess, pushing up through the ground. And I'm just grateful I'm here. I know I was graced for it. And I realized, like, all of those examples that I just gave, everything came to a point in time where they could no longer be that. And they couldn't be that and what they were created to be. So that had served its purpose well. But then there came a time when that was no longer what they could be. That's not what they were created to be. They were just that on the way to being something else. Um, and at some point, the cocoon becomes a deathbed. The womb becomes a tomb, and the fruit starts to decay. Um, at some point, what one time protected us becomes the enemy. So my mindset had to change, or I'd be a dead woman walking. But oh my God, I am so grateful for this change. And I am determined to fulfill purpose, to do why He put me here, to be usable for the kingdom, to be fit for the Master's use. Philippians 1:6 says, and I am sure of this, that He who has begun a good work in me, doesn't say in me, it says in you. Hey, I'm talking about He who has begun a good work in me will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. John 14:12 says, in it, Jesus was talking and He said, whoever believes in me will do what I do. Yeah, they'll do even greater things because I'm going to the Father. I believe on Him, y'all. Then Second Timothy. This I've been searching, trying to find, like, what am I really trying to say? I feel it, but I don't know where it's at. Um, 2 Timothy 2:20 through 21 says, but in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some are honorable and some dishonorable. Those who make themselves clean from all evil things, dishonorable, disobedient, sinful things, will be used for special purposes because they are dedicated and useful to their master, ready to be used for every good deed. That's where I'm at, y'all. I mean this. I'm in it for life. Like I'm all the way in it. I'm in it. No turning back. I've made up my mind that, like, for real, I'm rocking with Him for the rest of my life. Told y'all I want to be His plus one. What we doing? Where you going? I ain't trying to do nothing by myself. I want to be your plus one for the rest of my life. So, our 21st declaration. You do what you got to do. Here go what I got to do, okay? I am usable. I have committed to being submitted for the rest of my life. I am a vessel of honor. I am fit for the master's use. I am doing why he put me here every day for the rest of my life. Thank y'all so much for coming on this journey with me. I'd love to hear some of the testimonies that you have. I'd love to read them. So inbox me, do something. If you know me like that, text me, do something. Let me know what God has done in your life whenever you're seeing this. Okay. So this has been One More Minute with Marcy. Join me soon. I'll be back soon. I don't know when, but I'll be back soon for another moment of momentum producing motivation. Until then, please, please, please stay encouraged. And remember, you got to flutter before you can fly. But I tell you what, flying is in your future. Love y'all.